My lord, I have settled into my quarters and fully acquainted myself with the ship. I am at your disposal.
You don't have to be so formal, Quinn.
I am more at home saluting than shaking hands, my lord. And even more in my element behind the helm. I am fully trained in all aspects of operating this vessel. I can navigate and pilot it to perfection.
You'll have to prove yourself, Captain.
I'm ready, my lord.
You wish to speak?
Yes, my lord. I wanted to update you on the condition of your ship. It has responded extremely well to my optimizations. I'm pleased to report that we are operating at peak efficiency.
I will accept no less, Captain.
Of course, my lord. There will be no slippage.
Let's not waste any more time.
As you decree. Permission to speak freely, my lord.
Fine, but don't annoy me and make it brief.
Yes, my lord. There's a reason I was languishing on Balmora before you arrived. A decade ago, I served under Moff Broysk at the Battle of Druckenwell. Moff Broysk made a critical oversight that brought the fleet to the brink of complete defeat. I ignored his order and turned the tide to victory.
Do you make a habit of disregarding the chain of command?
Not in the least, my lord. I implored Broysk, but he was blind, and the consequences of doing nothing would have been too great. Broysk took credit for the reversal, which is fine. But then he court-martialed me. Darth Barris assigned me to Balmora, or my career would have been over. Moff Broysk has blocked every transfer and promotion I've been up for since.
Defying authority is the fastest route to stagnation. Remember that.
Your advice is noted, my lord. I serve you now. I have no regrets. I'll return to my duties. My lord, I have been working on something in my spare time. You may be interested.
Let me be the judge of that.
Right away. Years ago, I was zeroing in on a notorious SIS agent called Valoran, when Moff Broysk recalled me to the Battle of Druckenwell. I had the spy cornered. I briefed Broysk so that he could send someone else to take Valoran out. He ignored the opportunity.
This sounds like a personal vendetta.
I'll admit, knowing how close I was to ending his career made languishing on Balmora all the more frustrating. But I take this on only for the good of the Empire. This spy has caused immeasurable losses. I know Valoran's signature. And by tracking his accomplishments, I've picked up his scent.
I don't want to notice even a slight drop in your proficiency. Am I understood?
You will see no change in my focus, my lord. I'll keep you abreast of my progress. My lord, my efforts to locate SIS agent Valoran have finally paid off. There is a small window of opportunity to confront him. I can handle the matter personally. Permission to intercept and bring him down.
I'm sure you're pleased to begin your campaign to pay back Moff Broysk.
My lord, this isn't personal. I seek the good of the Empire only.
You'll see. Vengeance is sweet, Quinn.
Such motives suit you. Duty is all I need. The Empire will finally be served. I'll return shortly. My lord, I'm back from my mission. I'm pleased to report Agent Valoran's decade of espionage has been brought to an end. It is a great day for the Empire.
Tell me you took great joy in ending the spy's life.
When he realized he was exposed, Valoran surrendered to me. I took him into custody. Thank you for allowing me to pursue this, my lord.
I expect your eyes and mind to be firmly occupied in my charge now.
I'll become doubly dedicated. Is there anything you require at this time?
Some peace and quiet. Now, let's get back to our duties.
By all means, my lord. My lord, I'd appreciate it if you could speak with Vet. Ask her not to disturb me when I'm working.
Just tune her out, Captain.
That's like trying to ignore an inflamed rash. The chatter is non-stop. When I was tracking down Agent Volderen, she must have overheard me refer to Moff Broisk, and now she persistently pesters me about him. She keeps slipping his name nonsensically into conversations just to annoy me. Says she won't stop until I tell her why I hate the man.
That never ceases to amuse me.
I hope you won't encourage her, my lord. It's neither appropriate nor in the Empire's interest to discuss the matter with non-military personnel. Besides, knowing her, the details of Broisk's collapse at Druckenwell and his and my subsequent conflict would only give her more fodder.
You have my permission to handle her severely if you have to, Quinn.
I understand. It is my responsibility. I will discipline her until she desists, my lord. My lord, I seek advice. As a military man, above all else, I value discipline, the chain of command, and uncompromising dedication to serving the Empire's interests. But there's a built-in dilemma. When my instincts tell me that a superior is jeopardizing the Empire, it makes my path less clear.
You must always support your betters, Captain. The Empire depends on strict adherence to military code and hierarchy.
That was my mantra when I began my service. And I only challenge it in extreme circumstances. I stood by as Moff Broisk's random whims compromised countless missions. It is a mistake I refuse to repeat. Defying him ruined my career, but I should have done it sooner. No matter the consequences.
You're seething with hatred for him. I can feel it. You like nothing better than to exact revenge.
Revenge is a great motivator. Yet it often clouds judgment. I have no aspirations for personal glory, just glory for the Empire. And now for you.
I know what I know, Quinn, and I encourage you to seek revenge.
I'm not sure how to respond, my lord. I will ruminate on it. You've given me much to ponder. My lord, I'm receiving reports of a failed military incursion. It seems one of our special ops battalions was following shaky intel and walked into an ambush. We're the only ship in the sector that can relay their distress calls to High Command. Permission to transmit their coordinates for extraction.
Wear yourself out.
Yes, my lord. Hopefully the consequences of this blunder can be lessened. My lord, I've been tracking a series of broken Imperial signals on an encrypted channel. Tremendous interference. I've identified the source, Major Ovech, commander of Moff Broisk's elite infiltrator unit. But that's all.
Is there any reason I should care about this?
If you value my instincts, I served with Major Ovech under Moff Broisk. The man is an unmatched officer. Moff Broisk's command ship does not respond when hailed. My gut says there's trouble. Permission to investigate further.
Could be indigestion, or perhaps the acidic bile that's been bubbling in there over Moff Broisk.
I fail to see the correlation. Frankly, I'm offended at the insinuation.
Don't be offended. Embrace it. Stick your nose in this Moff's business. See if you can instigate a confrontation. I'm all for it.
I'll just try to learn if there's anything troublesome. But thank you. My lord, I was able to clear the channel and get to the bottom of Major Ovech's relays. He's in a state of emergency. Patching him through now.
My lord, your captain there is 1 in a million. I've given up hope anyone out there would hear my distress calls.
He still has a long way to prove himself to me.
Maybe my problem will be an opportunity for him to do just that. Moff Broisk dispatched me and my officers to a secret weapons warehouse on Cato Nemoidia. Trouble is, it ain't a secret no more. We're holed up, surrounded by Republic forces. Trying to get Broisk to send the rest of my unit, but he's gone radio silent.
It's worse than that, my lord. The Major's ship has been commandeered by Broisk's personal commandos and ordered to stay put.
That tears it. Seen it 100 times with Broisk. Better to cut bait and let good soldiers die than admit a mistake.
Most people in power are driven by ego over integrity.
Broisk wrote the handbook on that. Enemy was pausing between breaths, gearing up to charge again. Looks like the end of the line for me, but I'm not going out without a fight. Ovech, out.
My lord, Major Ovech would be a terrible loss. I served on his ship, know it like the back of my hand. I can infiltrate and try to restore command to his men. Then they will be free to join the fight.
Fine, do what you will, but you're pulling double duty when you return.
Whatever you decide. Goodbye, my lord. My lord, returning from action. Pleased to report Major Ovech and most of his officers have been saved. I was able to infiltrate Ovech's starship and seize control of the operating systems. I identified where his men were being held, freed them, and locked Moff Broisk's occupying force on the bridge. Ovech's men promptly rescued him.
Spare me the details, Captain, and get back to your duties.
Immediately, my lord. My lord, I am applying to receive the trials for the rank of Captain, 2nd grade. I formally submit a request for your recommendation.
You will succeed or fail on your own credentials, not my influence.
You're right. Thank you, my lord. Your wisdom is considerable. My lord, I've just been informed that I have passed the trials for Captain. 2nd grade.
What do you want? A medal?
I don't believe a medal accompanies the distinction, my lord. I don't seek acknowledgement. It requires your approval to go into effect.
I'll approve your upgrade when I feel you've earned it.
Very well. I hope to earn that distinction soon, my lord. My lord, I've been dealing with a situation that's getting out of hand. Moff Broisk contacted the ship and was incensed to find me at the helm. He's been sending recorded messages that are progressively more nonsensical. He's always been scattered and aggressive, but now he seems completely unhinged.
He hates you, Quinn, and now he finds that you're flourishing again.
It plagues me if I am the reason he's become unbalanced. Tens of thousands of soldiers and some of our most critical campaigns are at the mercy of his commands.
Nice to see your dander up. I wonder where it will take you.
I just hope the man comes to his senses. My lord, Moff Broisk's holotransmissions have increased. They are beginning to disrupt operations. He's nearly incoherent. I can only assume some sort of dementia has set in. I have him on holo right now. I believe it's going to take your personal touch to assuage the situation.
Let me see this idiot for myself.
Here he is, my lord.
Through the coop! Your new cage will be smaller and tighter. Coffin size, urn size, in a locket, or wear around my neck.
He's unlikely to stop, my lord. He didn't even know he was on hold.
Druckenware proved my point. My glory is mine. Mine. You're nobody. Where's my blaster? I'll shoot your face. Personally. And again. Druckenware won't save you. I could blow Balmorra away. I'll blow Balmorra away this time. Wait. What? Gone? Where? There's a Sith on this. Why did you transfer me, Rajnik? I'll ship you off to Balmorra too.
Rojnik is his communications officer. This is how it's been.
Rajnik, am I through? I'm through? Yes or no? I don't see. Is this broken? All I see is a Sith.
It's like a space collision. You can't help but watch.
Wait now. I'm understanding this. It was you, Sith, wasn't it? You dared to liberate the Admiral. Have you lost your mind?
He calls me Admiral Malcontent. He seems to think that's my actual rank and name.
Don't you know he's the one who lost the Battle of Talay?
Broisk's earliest command. Before I was born.
It was his blunder that allowed the escaped Jedi targets to flee Taris before the bombardment.
Ancient history. Broisk wasn't even born.
He sabotaged the Glory Space Station, for crying out loud.
I have no idea what that is.
I hear him. I'm talking. His insubordination is lethal, paralyzing. It threatens the Empire, and you do nothing.
You need to be muzzled, madman. Locked away before you do serious damage.
You will not defy me. Fight his disease, Sith. Save yourself and deliver him to me for execution. Now! Are you listening?
I do not accommodate lunatics.
Then I accuse you alongside him. Rajnik, cut transmission. I said cut it, now!
With Broysk in command, the Empire is in critical danger. I must implore High Command to do something about him.
I need this off your plate, Captain, as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, my lord.
Captain, do you have news? How have your efforts with Imperial High Command gone?
Not well, my lord. I've gone as high up the chain as I can. No one will confront Moff Broysk. He's too powerful and entrenched. He will serve until he's killed, or willingly steps down. And he will never willingly step down. It seems clear. I must deal with Broysk myself. Once and for all.
Nice to know you're ready to do what needs to be done. This is your calling, Quinn. Get to it.
I am ready, my lord. My lord, I've returned. I found Moff Broysk on a pleasure barge. He was on R&R while countless battles are raging. Despicable. I abducted him and brought him here to present to you.
Stop! Traitor! You, Sith! I commandeer your ship! Your crew! I commandeer you! Mine, now!
Close that trap of yours, Broysk.
You are my men now! I command you all! Kill! Kill yourselves! I have spoken!
My lord, I've resisted all along, but this is personal. Permission to execute the Moff.
By all means, the kill should be yours.
As you command.
You cannot kill me! You are nothing! I am a Moff!
Not anymore.
No! Scabs! All scabs!
The body has been disposed of, my lord. No more of Moff Broysk's men will have to endure his whims and incompetence. Thank you for seeing this through.
Don't belabor the moment. Let's move on.
Yes, my lord. What's past is past. I'm fielding reports from across Imperial forces. Among the men, there's universal relief that Moff Broysk is no more.
The rest of the Empire was passive. It sickens me.
I was guilty of that for a long time. I feel no conflict over my actions. Broysk was a blight on the Empire. You were guiding me to a new paradigm, my lord. One a bit more improvisational. I believe it will only make me a better officer.
Move on, Captain. There's work to do.
Of course, my lord. My lord, I have taken it upon myself to look into something of importance.
Is there another Moff out there you want to assassinate?
You have a great sense of humor, my lord. If I wasn't on duty, I'd allow myself a good laugh. New generation hyperdrive support tech is being developed. The Empire is negotiating for exclusive purchasing rights. But it could take months to be available. I've been saving my commission and was able to pull strings to acquire the latest alluvial dampers. For your ship.
What benefit could that possibly bring?
Alluvial dampers regulate the flow of ion particles into the hyperdrive to help keep it from overheating. These dampers are so efficient. They reduce the system's refractory period by 32.9%. Once I have them installed, we'll be able to make successive light-speed jumps with 1/3 less waiting time.
You should just do it.
I'll get right to work. My lord, the new alluvial dampers have been installed and the hyperdrive tested to my satisfaction. This ship is now the most hyperspeed-ready vessel in the galaxy.
Your pride is unsightly. Muzzle it.
I'll stop crowing, my lord. but know that I won't stop working toward improving this ship and the effectiveness of everyone in it. Awaiting your next order. My lord, after all we've been through, the good and the bad, I am dedicated 100% to you and your legacy. It goes without saying that I will impart whatever skills and knowledge I can on your future disciples.
So don't say it. It is your job after all.
Right. But for me, it's more than a job. It is a pleasure and an honor. I'll take no more of your time.